But when she looked in the ambulance, she felt weak and she went on again with no space. The people from Dr. Jala's hospital got down and they went in the building. They too say they fighting, they looking for space, they searching for space. And before I knew it, they came back. Also, frankly, no space. But we called somewhere else, James David. Let's check there. So we went to James and Davis. Upon arrival again, your call there, right? The people should be waiting for us again. Nobody was waiting for us. In fact, there was no space again. My baby sat in the ambulance with no air condition in that heat. While I got down and went in that place with people telling me no space, fighting to get space for my child, and I started crying. One of the ladies saw me. To see a man crying like this thing is serious. I had she too. She said, but the baby, I've been observing the baby for some time now. She's okay. The baby that one of the baby that are on the emergency now. I've been observing the baby. So y'all take her upstairs and y'all bring the boy baby in here. Now how we enter. As they asked me to stand to the door or maybe wait outside. So I stood to the door. The nurse, I know if she's a nurse or doctor from James Davis, that lady got up and she looked like, and and she sounded like somebody who saw error, that they made mistake on my child. Yeah, they made mistake on her. So I noticed she was afraid. She was afraid to even, and she was angry. She sounded arrogant a little bit. What did you put? And she pointed to my baby hands. What did you put on the baby? Yeah, this is not breath mark. This is not breath mark. What is this? Then they went back to the medical thing. I got lost again. Didn't know what they were saying. But the next thing I noticed was the lady took her tools, her medical tools that she came over my baby with, and she was going back to where she came from. And the nurses from Hope for Women started covering my baby. That when I understood that she was dead. When I understood that she was dead, they didn't say she was dead, but you covering a young baby, nobody got to tell you that. Nobody got to tell you that.
It's okay, brother. It's okay. Got it.
So,
it's okay.
I took my baby from, I said, no, you're not covering her, give me. And I took my baby from there. I got in the ambulance and we went back to Dr. Jala's hospital. And I'm not God.
When you went there, how was my sister's body looking? How was she looking? What did you see? What did you experience? What did you observe?
I saw her before leaving the hospital. So coming back again to see her again, in fact, I left her in the hands of her mother. So when I got back, I was so confused, and they took my baby again from me, the dead baby. And the administrator came straight to me. He held my hands and he said, come with me in my office. But then my father-in-law and the rest of the family, my mother, my fathers, they all were there. My brothers, they left their jobs. They came. So I felt a little, secure. Even Princess mother pastor was there. He was on the first line. He too was there.
Yeah, the pastor came on the first line. They even sent me the dead body picture. I saw my sister hand tied. So when you went in the room, did you see your hand tied like that too?
No,
like the way I see it on the picture?
I didn't go back in the room.
Okay, because the dead body they sent me, her two hands are tied together.
I didn't go back in the room. And yes, the thing, there was some, restriction or maybe seeing it. So I only had access to see her face before leaving to go to the hospital. But coming back, I didn't have the time to go there. Her father was already in the room, plus her uncle. I started feeling that kind of chill, and the fever, almost like I won't fall. So I just sat in one of the cushion outside in the waiting place. That's how I was waiting until I trust my father-in-law. He's educated more than me. He's mature more than me. So if he's there, I'm comfortable. That
Rachel,
when
calm down. Stop crying. You have to be strong for mommy now. You can't be doing that. Why we doing this now?
yeah,
Stop crying, mommy. If
I
you cry, we'll
stopped.
cut the phone off. Oh.
And they went in the office and Dr. Jara explained. Now, according to Dr. Jara explanation, Princess went off. When they started the operation, they gave up. When they started the operation, probably they gave you some medicine. I don't know the medicine, but according to her, Princess went off. I was sitting there. I signed for my woman to go in there. If you notice my woman go off, I don't leave the hospital. You can't come outside and tell me, oh, we're facing some complications. What you decide? What you want us to do? Yeah, at least hear my view. But they said they started, fighting over her until she came back to herself. Then they called Dr. Jala
It's not
to
shaking.
have Dr. Jala came and continue her surgery. I was there. Any complication, my woman went off, call me. Let me decide, because I didn't even want her to be there. She trusted her that while she was there. So if complication, call me. Let me take her somewhere else. But then you come back after she went off. It was not forced for you to do the operation. I seen there. It was not forced. It was not forced. She was not to say she was weak before going in the place. She was okay, so that something you gave her that she allergic to or so. So you let her be until she can come through before going ahead with the operation. But when they revive her, Dr. Jala went ahead. This is the problem I have with Dr. Jala. Come back to me, you know me. She asked me what job I told her the job I do. She even asked that I come over to her place to work on her air condition. I was there, she know me, now her first time seeing me, come back to me and tell me, say, my woman, having complications, so I can decide too. That I don't want there, I don't want to spend the money for her to be there. Come back to me. You can't just think for me. So right there, I got some suspicion.
A young lady in Liberia lost her life. Her name is Princess Hubbard. Her husband and her sister have been on Facebook crying out. I've been listening to it. I've not had the time to talk about it. I listened to the sister yesterday, and I listened to the husband 2 days ago. I heard the husband say the Hope for Women Clinic, headed by Dr. Jala, Williamina Jala, has refused to account for the death of Princess. Princess was pregnant. From what I understand, she went in and then a cesarean section was ordered. Both the mother and the baby did not make it home. I'm going to listen to more videos. I'm going to digest this matter before I speak about it. We know there is foul play. We know there is negligence, possibly taught, in the death of this young woman and her baby. We know. Too many deaths arise from Liberia that are not being accounted for. And if these debts are not being accounted for, how do we hope to put an end to them? If somebody makes a mistake and the person is not held liable for their mistake, how will they realize that they made a mistake in order for them not to repeat the mistake? We don't hold people accountable because we hate them. We hold them accountable so they don't repeat their mistake, and so that it serves as a deterrent to other people not to make such mistake. Dr. Wilhelmina Jala, former Minister of Health in the George Weah regime, is the sole owner of the Hope for Women Clinic on A.B. Toba Road, Monrovia, Liberia. I understand she used to have donor funding to run her hospital. I don't know if she still does. I don't want this thing to get heightened to the point where we have to write to the agencies that fund that hospital. Dr. Wilhelmina Jala, I'm sure some of your relatives will come across this video and they will show it to you. I don't want to apply pressure. I don't want to resort to drastic measures. So I am begging you. I am begging you. The life lost cannot be recovered. But at least the family of the deceased, they can have closure. Please, call the family of the deceased. Talk to them. Console them. And reach a compromise with them. Please. So it doesn't get bigger than this. A life was lost. And life now gets spare parts. They have accepted that their sister, their wife, their daughter will not come back to life. They have accepted. But they need closure. Call the family. Set up a meeting with them. And talk to them. Talk to them. We know. I know that some form of malpractice, negligence, not paying attention to detail, some sort of carelessness, thought, lack of diligence took place over there that led to the death of the mother and the newborn baby. The family is aggrieved. Call them and talk to them. Call them and talk to them. Oh, human being business. Call them and talk to them. You can never bring Princess back. And they know this. They just need answers. They want to know what happened, so that such will not happen to another family member of theirs. If you think you need a reason as to why to call them and give them closure, they want to learn from this experience. Call them and talk to them. Please. That you have witnessed lives being snuffed out of people multiple times doesn't mean you should get comfortable when people are crying at the loss of their loved one. Princess was not sick, according to the husband and sister. She was hale and hearty. She walked into your clinic, your establishment, your facility with her 2 legs strong, not sick, not ill, very healthy, only to come back outside in a body bag with her dead baby, who was alive, who had a heartbeat as at the time they walked into your establishment. Call the people and talk to them. If you are a relative of Williamina Jala, send a video to her. Send a video to her. If you're not even scared that this will affect your reputation, scare go. If you're not scared all that causing us on social media, scare go. Scare go. Then now you do the surgery like somebody did the surgery. But it's the responsibility of the agent, the principal and the agent, eh? Yeah. You being the principal, being the head of the establishment, being the owner of the clinic, you the principal. You assuming responsibility for what your agent did, because your agent is licensed to carry out operations on behalf of you, the principal, in your establishment. They're not asking you for the name, but meet the people. Talk with them. Listen to them cry. Show them empathy. Show them empathy, mama. Show them empathy. Don't accumulate bad karma for yourself. There's somebody on a daughter there. Her parents spent money to train her in school. They fed her from baby till now. Now somebody on a wife there. The man paid bride price for his wife. He expected a baby. He was anticipating a baby. You left the man in double loss. No mother, no child. The wife die, the baby die. You robbed the mother of that girl, her daughter and her grandchild. Her daughter die, the grandbaby die. It's serious. Dr. Williamina Jala, call the family, set up a meeting and talk with them. Talk with them. I beg you, mama, talk with them. Talk with them. Let this all go away. That family is a Christian family. They will leave, will go. Talk with them. Your refusal to talk to them, it will not be good. It will not be good. Talk to them, mama. Talk to them. We want to know why you charge such exorbitant medical fees, but you cannot provide premium health care services. Are people paying for you to have their family members killed out of negligence? When it comes to healthcare in Liberia, it should not be business as usual. Human life is delicate, cannot be replaced. It is sacred. Healthcare should not be business as usual. But in the case of Hope for Women Clinic, located on A.B. Talbot Road, Monrovia, Liberia, it seems that for them, healthcare is business as usual. A lot of people have come up to talk about how they have lost the lives of their loved ones, family members, old and young alike, during childbirth. And up till now, with all of these complaints here and there, Dr. Williamina Jala, the MD of the Hope for Women Clinic, who was formerly the Minister of Health in Liberia, has refused to look into this matter and provide resolution. It is sad that we have to come on social media to cry out, to warn a person who should know better, given her pedigree, given her academic background, and given how far she has risen in the political and socio-economic status in Liberia. The death of Princess is just one of the many deaths that has taken place at Hope for Women Clinic under the leadership of Dr. Williamina Jala. It is almost a week since the death of Princess and her baby. And up till now, Dr. Williamina Jala refuses to be accountable. She refuses to meet with the family. She refuses to provide answers. As a matter of fact, the medical records of the deceased are being confiscated by the management of the clinic. One pertinent question comes to mind. Why is the administration and leadership of Hope for Women Clinic holding on to the medical records of the late Princess? The family has questions, unanswered questions. They want to see the charts, detailed notes, medical notes, progress notes as to what, how, when, where, all the WH questions relating to what led to the death of Princess and the baby. The family wants to know. Send this video to Dr. Williamina Jala. The pressure is just about to start. She may appear unburdened just because she was one time Minister of Health in Liberia, just because she owns one of the nicest structures when it comes to women's clinic in Liberia. But there is so much that we can do by using our voice to enforce a change in Liberia. Dr. Williamina Jala, you have just a couple of days left to contact the family of the late Princess and have a conversation with them. You have few hours left to provide the medical records, the health records of Princess before she died. We're not joking out here. You've been killing people. Dr. Williamina Jala, your clinic been killing people. That makes you a killer. You're part of the killing. Principal and agent responsibility. So we are asking you to do the right thing. If you say you're not part of it, it's up to you. But it happened in your facility. It happened in your clinic. It happened in the clinic that you own and you are the medical director for. Princess death will not go in vain. We'll haul you. This is not business as usual. Nobody should come on and say, oh, you are spoiling her business. If that clothes she was selling, we'll understand. If that chicken, goat, cow, she was delivering and they die, we'll slaughter and eat it. That cow meat, that goat meat. But like human beings losing their life, the lives of humans are being lost. And we cannot keep quiet. Hell to the no. The family needs answers. We as patriotic citizens, we also need answers. We need to know why the infant mortality rate at Hope for Women Clinic is above 50%. We want to know why all these complaints. 10 people go give birth, only 5 can come out alive, 5 die. We want to know why you charge such exorbitant medical fees, but you cannot provide premium health care services to the people. We want to know. That clinic is one of the most expensive clinics in Liberia. Are people paying for you to have their family members killed out of negligence, tort, lack of care, lack of expertise? Is that what people are paying their money for? Or are people paying the exorbitant fees that you charge in order to acquire premium service? Aren't people paying for you to kill their family member, Dr. Jala? I ain't think that what you keep into business to do to reduce the population slavery. We not ask you. We not get plenty people in Liberia. We ask you to can't take them out one by one. I'm saying reach out to the family of Princess and have a talk with them. Or else you'll hear from me every day. I can ground their oak up. And I don't care who listening, who not listening. When I take your matter and set it on my head, I will not move from behind HS now. Princess Hubbard, a nurse herself, was pregnant and went to the Hope for Women clinic. She lost her life while trying to bring her baby into this world. The baby also died. And I'm hearing that she went in around 9 o'clock, and it wasn't until 2 p.m. that they came out to tell her family that she had passed on. Excuse me. The family has questions. How long does a cesarean section take? A typical cesarean section should take 10 to 15 minutes if it was an emergency cesarean section. If it was a planned cesarean section, it will take about an hour. That's because she's not in labor and there's just extra work that needs to be done. Whatever the case is, I don't know if Princess's delivery was a planned cesarean section or an emergency cesarean section. All I know is she shouldn't have been there from 9 a.m. in the morning till 2 p.m. in the afternoon. 5 hours. What were they doing with her? What? I'm confused myself. I see why Princess's family is confused. Wow. You take a girl in at 9 a.m. only to announce to the family that she's dead at 2 p.m. And as usual, we will never know the name of the surgeon, the doctor, who performed the surgery. We don't know. But one thing I want to say is, Dr. Jala's Hope for Women clinic is too fancy and too funded by UN agencies to be making silly mistakes like this. That clinic is too funded to be causing lives to be lost in the way that they are being lost. As far as I know, Dr. Jala receives funding from UNICEF. As far back as I used to know, she used to receive funding from UNICEF. She also used to receive funding from another UN agency, I can't remember. And so, if you don't have qualified doctors, if you don't have qualified surgeons, speak out. They will take some from America and send it to Liberia. UNICEF will pay. Your donors will pay. Rather than all these shortcuts, 2x4, Japia and collars, doctor then that you have in around you, you say that surgeon, that when they go open a women's stomach, they can get killed. It's becoming a cause of concern. It's becoming a cause for concern. Too many people just coming, 5 people went to Dr. Jala's clinic to go give birth. Oh. Only 2 come by alive. Oh. 1 come by alive, but the baby died. Oh. Or 1, the baby died. The mother died, but the baby living. Oh. Mortality rate in Dr. Jala Hospital, that 50%. Maybe you can also, maybe you not can also. That her facility that's supposed to be clinical, but I will say that hospital. So long you can sleep there all day, that hospital. That the difference between clinic. Clinic na doctor office 9 to 5. But that hope for women clinic, la hospital, because people can sleep there all day. People can sleep there. They can be admitted there, they can be on bed, so that hospital. But that's not the issue. If you don't have qualified surgeons to carry out delicate, a cesarean section is not a delicate operation. I know I'm not a surgeon, but a cesarean section is not as delicate as want to make it look like. No. It's one of the simplest. And it can be completed in as little as 5 minutes. Once the baby is out, the remaining 5 or 10 minutes that will sew the play up and close it up. So how come a woman who is fit will go into the labor room or the operating room for them to operate on her to bring the baby also? It can also with story. Eli inche, mother da, daughter da. It been a week now. Dr. Jalana opened her mouth to say, fine. The administration of the hospital now opened their mouth to say, fine, to the family of Princess. Amen. With all of the donor funding that you receive, with all of the charges, when Dr. Jalana ready to charge, whoa, woman go deliver to come back that 500. Eh? Ordinary to see doctor, 35 hours to schedule appointment. And I'm talking about 4 or 5 years ago, that's how it used to be. On top of that, plenty money she can charge. She still get donor funding. She does. But then, lives are being lost. Lives are being lost. Too many people have lost their loved ones. The most recent one is the case of Princess Hubbard. Her husband is in tears. Her sister is in tears. Her mother is in tears. They want to know what happened to their daughter and how. Why? Princess is never going to come back. She's dead and gone. Dead and gone. Life not get spare parts. You will think that with the number of people that have died in Dr. Jala's Hope for Women Clinic, that Hope for Women Clinic has become scary for Women Clinic, fear for Women Clinic, hopeless for Women Clinic. With the number of people that have died in that clinic, one would think that the administrators, the managing directors, the medical doctors overseeing the affairs of that clinic or hospital will come back to the drawing board and try to assess why these things are happening. But no, tomorrow again, will yes people go deliver there, they die. Next week, will yes some. Next month, will yes some. And then there is no regulating body that's supposed to be querying these hospitals, these clinics on their methods of operation, on compliance with regulations. We get these regulatory bodies. Liberia got work to do. Jesus. If you're living in Liberia and you are alive at this time, God really love you. God love you. For those of us that used to live in Liberia, it was by the grace of God that we not die. Because all kind of things in our country, the country itself is a death trap. Jesus Christ.